Hey, welcome back guys, I'm Danny Burke. We've talked about roads on this channel, we've talked about buildings, and now we're going to complete the trilogy with the top 10 scary bridges people have to use. Starting off at number 10, we have the Eshima Ohashi Bridge. This bridge in Japan looks photoshopped, doesn't it? But I assure you it is 100% real. It has a gradient of 6.1% on one side. It's essentially a man-made hill that spans over a mile across Lake Nakuami. It links two separate cities together, and it's the largest rigid frame bridge in Japan and third largest in the world. Now, because of its bizarre shape, many people think it resembles more of a roller coaster than an actual bridge. Would you guys want to ride a roller coaster to work or school every morning? I think I would. At number 9 now, we have the Canopy Walk. This bridge in Ghana is found above the forest floor in Ghana's Kakum National Park. As the name suggests, the bridge leaves you suspended over the jungle canopy below. It actually consists of 7 separate bridges that hang from the 130-foot tall trees around. Each of the planks that you step onto is no more than about a foot wide, which can be quite worrying for some people. It's constructed like a traditional rope bridge, made only from the materials of the forest, but it's reinforced with wire rope and aluminium. A lot of people find that the 3.5-foot net wall that lines the bridge is a little bit too short for their liking. Probably me too. Okay, moving on to number 8 now, we have the Trift Bridge. This is the longest pedestrian-only suspension bridge in the Swiss Alps. It's also one of the most basic. It was built in 2009 for hikers to get from one mountain to another across a gorge. Now, it actually used to be passable by walking over a glacier there, which has now retreated away. To even get to the bridge, you have to take a cable car, a gondola, and then hike for 2 hours. The bridge itself hangs 330 feet over the ground below and spans 560 feet end to end. I think this is why we have to stop global warming, guys, so we don't need scary bridges like this, and also save the planet. Okay, moving on to number 7 now, we have the Glass Skywalk. This bridge in China was open to the public in 2016, but was already making a name for itself well before it was even completed. It's a 100-meter long glass skywalk that clings to a cliff on Tiananmen Mountain. Its name is, quite fittingly, the Coiling Dragon Cliff Skywalks. The views are obviously incredible, but if you are scared of heights, it does take a bit of courage to get up there. It overlooks Tongshan Avenue, a mountain road with 99 turns. This isn't a bridge that people have to use to get to work or anything, but I couldn't leave it off the list for all you thrill seekers out there. Also, if you do want to go around Tiananmen Mountain on foot, this is probably the only way. Coming in at number 6 now, we have the Kuandinsky Bridge. This bridge in Russia is often called the most dangerous bridge in the world. Where do I even start with this one? It was supposed to be a railway bridge, but ended up being used by cars. That means people have to drive across a 6-foot wide path just inches from the edge, and there's no barrier to stop you falling over. The bridge is 1,870 feet long and is covered with wooden railway planks, making it very slippery in the winter. The old cracked pieces of wood haven't even been repaired in over 3 decades, and to top it all off, drivers will keep their car windows down to stop their cars from being blown over by the gale force winds. Crazy. All of this makes the likelihood of slipping into the freezing water below very likely indeed. Okay, at number 5 now, we have Royal Gorge Bridge. This bridge in Colorado makes the list purely for its insane height. It is the highest suspension bridge in the whole of America, standing at 969 feet above the gorge below. If you are scared of heights and you end up crossing it, the experience doesn't end quickly after, I'm afraid. The bridge stretches out for over 1,260 feet. The bridge was completed in 1929, and for a lot of its history, it wasn't just known as the highest, it was also one of the windiest. Yeah, just gets worse, doesn't it? They finally attached wind stabilizing cables in 1982, but I might still take the long way around. At number 4 now, we have the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. This monster of a bridge spans 24 miles from Manterre to Mandeville. A lot of the bridges we've had on our list so far have been scary because of their height or the material that was used to make them, but this taps into another fear people have. Once you get 8 miles down this bridge, you can't see land anymore. It's just water, water, and more water for as far as the eye can see. At 12 miles, you are now as close to the end as you are to the beginning. Now that scares a lot of people who don't like open water, especially as it's just 16 feet below you. It is the longest continuous bridge in the world, which is impressive, but yeah, a little bit scary. Coming at number 3 now, we have the vine bridges of the Aya Valley. This is a beautiful part of Japan that contains an interesting secret, the vine bridges. Nobody is really sure who exactly built them originally, and their creation is steeped in folklore. At one point there used to be 13 of them, but now there are only 3, and you can still cross them if you you dare. They are made out of vines and planks. The largest one hangs 50 feet above the raging waters below and spans for 150 feet in length. Many people find crossing this a daunting challenge, but surprisingly, they are quite safe. They have been repaired and maintained by local experts and reinforced with steel cables, but try telling yourself that when you look down. Next up at number 2 now, we have the Storselsundet Bridge. This bridge in Norway is also known as the Atlantic Highway, and I think the pictures kinda say it all, don't they? This thing looks insane. It's also known as the Road to Nowhere because obviously from certain angles it does look like it just drops off into the abyss. The 5-mile long road has become extremely popular with tourists who will go out of their way just to go there and snap these crazy pictures. The construction of the bridge was interrupted by not one, but 12 separate hurricanes. So if you fancy taking the road to nowhere in the middle of an actual hurricane, you know where to go now. And finally, number 1 now, we have the Quepos Bridge. This bridge in Costa Rica is also known as the Bridge of Death, or the Oh My God Bridge, and you're about to see exactly why. It is extremely narrow, allowing cars to travel in just one direction. It's not designed to carry trucks, but that doesn't stop a lot of them crossing it. It's over 80 years old and it looks and feels like it, shaking every single time a vehicle goes over it. It was originally built for small trains to carry bananas across, but like I said, that was over 80 years ago. Many people feel it's time for a new bridge to be built on that spot because this one could crumble any day now. I like talking about structures and buildings and bridges and stuff. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an architect. Now look at me. That sounded sadder than I thought. I'm Danny Burke. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video.